Oh, well, welcome back there, ladies and gentlemen of the tribe. Hope you are all having a fantastic day. It is Wednesday, which means it's a galactically challenged day, today featuring the Inquisitors. Let's get galactically challenged. Alrighty, today we find ourselves on Camino. Looks like we are facing off against Padme, Galactic Republic. Interesting old school GR team over here. What do we need to do? Complete the battle. Obviously, we need to complete the battle with a full team of Inquisitorius units, win without using a leader in the leader slot, and win a battle with a 7-star crosshair scarred. Now, the crosshair scarred, take him in at whatever tier you have. If you've got him at tier 3, 3-star, sorry, take him in tier 2. If you've got him at 4-star, tier 4. If you've got him at 5-star, you can go to tier 6, etc, etc. Do not miss out on those free episode points. They don't need to survive. Just go in, win, job done. Job's a good one. And then, of course, those of you that have got the episode pass, which is very valuable, you will be gaining some additional episode points just for beating this particular galactic challenge. Global modifier is basic training, basically. Whenever a character in the leader slot ends their turn, all allies gain a stack of morale, which can be copied, dispelled, or prevented for each active ally. Whenever a character deals damage to an enemy or recovers health, they gain a stack of morale. Whenever a character is inflicted with a debuff or receives damage, they lose a stack of morale. Very interesting connections here. Whenever they defeat an enemy, that character steals all that person's morale, essentially. Isn't it wonderful? Whenever a character starts their turn with 10 or more stacks of morale, they're going to gain advantage for a turn. And whenever a character ends their turn with 15 or more stacks of morale, they're going to gain protection up of 50% for one turn. Each stack of morale is going to give us 3% crit damage, defense, max health, potency, and tenacity. Wonderful. The player modifier is Dark Pursuit. If the leader is Inquisitorius, whenever they use an ability in their turn, they inflict a stack of Purge, a maximum of 6, on the target enemy. Whenever the Purge expires, they're going to gain a stack of Fatigue, which can't be copied, dispelled, or resisted. That Fatigue is going to be giving them -2 speed and -2% tenacity per stack, maximum of 20, so we could get like a potential -40 speed, -40% tenacity. Not too bad. Whenever an ally defeats an enemy, all enemies are inflicted with 5 stacks of Fatigue. At 20 stacks, the Inquisitorius are going to gain Coup de Grace, which can't be copied, dispelled, or prevented. What does Coup de Grace do? I'm glad you asked. On the next special attack, deal true damage equal to 100% of the target's max health, and dispel Coup de Grace from all Inquisitorius allies, and fatigue from all enemies. So essentially, this is kind of like a life drain from Malak. You just do all of their max health. Wonderful. The enemy has got the most horrific one. They're going to be reflecting damage back at us. It is not fun. Let's do this then, shall we? Alright, so I'm going to take in Reva first of all with Grand Inquisitor. Don't take in 7th Sister. Her attacks out of turn will just feed them too much bonus protection, ladies and gentlemen. We don't want bonus protection going on. Okay, so I start off with the ability block because I don't want Padme cleansing off stuff or any of that good business. Just going to try and put that torture on GK and take him out as quickly as possible. That is the aim of the game right now. Go ahead and get that shred on. There we go. GK has gone completely. Next up, I want to be taking out Anakin if we can. So let's hopefully take out Anakin. There we go. Next up will be Padme. So let's get the armor shred over there. Throw it on out. Wonderful. How dare I indeed. How dare I indeed. Take her out. And then that's kind of it at this point. With Reva, obviously very, very easy. If you don't have Reva, it's going to be a lot more difficult, I imagine. But we're going to find that out right about now. Let's just go ahead and throw this out. Coup de Grace kicking in there. Yeah, Reva, no problem. Just don't take in 7th Sister. She's going to attack out of turn. They're going to build up a bonus protection pool. That's going to be a pain in the derriere to try and chew through. All right, so let's try this without Reva. Alright then, so for you ladies and gentlemen that do not have Reva, you want to be using Grand Inquisitor. I can't really get this to work without using GI in the leadership, so I apologise in advance. Maybe Bit Dynasty's got a better video. Go check him out anyway, he's great and he's bald. Double whammy of winning. So I'm using 9th Sister here with Marok, 8th Brother and 5th Brother. You don't necessarily need to use Marok. I'm just using him because you really do not want to be taking in 7th Sister. She's going to be attacking out of turn all the time. That's just going to feed the enemy a bunch of bonus protection. So if you don't have Marok, your option is really 2nd Sister. Obviously, Reva is the best. Let's go with this. So a couple of things we need to do, essentially. What we want to be able to do is we want to be able to get GK tortured when he has at least 4 stacks of Purge. We're just going to start off with a basic on GK because we want to raise those stacks of Purge. Padme should start with a kick, and that's exactly what you want. After that, we're going to do basics with our Grand Inquisitor. That's going to get him up to 6 stacks, just like that. Then we're going to torture him, and that's going to pass tenacity up to everybody. Now, you're not going to use this special with Marok. We're just going to basic, and the reason we are just basicking is because we want to use the second special from our boy 8th brother to hopefully defeat Kenobi here. So we'll just go, and he's gone, and then that counterattack comes in. After that, we just need to kill Anakin, okay? Really need to go all in on Anakin at this point. So let's just keep going. Going to spam some specials over here. Hopefully we'll get Anakin up to 6 stacks of Purge. So I'm just going to basic here because we'll do additional attacks. Theories on the 6 stacks. Bonus turns over here. I'm actually just going to go basics again. Not going to waste that big AoE just yet. And here I think we will use it. AoE, boom, there goes Anakin. Next up, we want to take out Padme. You probably could go auto at this point, but we're just going to use basics because I want to try and guarantee those additional stacks of Purge. That's what we're looking for. Every time we get to 6 stacks of Purge on an enemy, GI over here is going to take bonus turns. So at this point, I kind of want to heal up just because Marok is looking a little bit peaky. Get that damage immunity going. Wonderful. All right, and back in. We just want to try and do basics on Padme right now. Try and take her out as soon as possible. Hopefully, with any luck, we'll also be able to get round to a coup de grace. So let's see how we get on. I'm going to get that torture over there on Queen Amidala, Padme. And yeah, let's just do the AoE here. Wonderful. Oh, that was really unfortunate. We couldn't quite get round to her in time. All right, well, we're just going to have to keep going then, ladies and gentlemen. Keep focusing down on her. Unfortunately, we did lose our 9th sister there. Let's just keep basicking. And just basic. Unfortunately, when they got that bonus protection up, it's a lot harder for us to land those purges. And of course, Snips over there is constantly cleansing. Looks like we managed to get a nice coup de grace going. Hopefully now, I will need to cleanse here, get a big hit going. She's got ability block, so we should be able to go straight through here. Let's just go for the big hit. Wonderful. Padme's gone. And then keep on rolling. I'm just going to basic here once again. Basic here once again. Basic on Snips. Looks like we've got it up to 6 stacks. Let's get the torture on her. And let's cleanse off. I probably should have used the second special there just so we could get damage immunity, but looks like that's it. So it's a little bit trickier without Reva. Key part is take out GK nice and early, then focus on Anakin. After that, gets a whole lot easier. So winning without a leader in a leader slot, I like to use Malak. Malak is really great for this sort of thing. We're also going to throw in Traya. We're going to throw in Nihilus. These guys are going to be our survivability and our healing. We could potentially throw in someone like Darth Revan, and I think I'm going to throw in Wat Tambor over here. Or I would, except the game's crashed. Let's try that again, shall we? Well, like I said, we'll go over to Sith. Let's go ahead and throw Malak lead. I'll take in Darth Revan. If you've got GIs, if you've got, could throw in Bane actually. If you've got GLs, use GLs. Use something like Slacker with a Malak lead. I'm sure that'll work fine. But I'm going to go in with Traya. I'm going to go in with Nihilus, and we are going to take in Wat, I imagine. It might be worthwhile, truth be told. It might be worthwhile to drop out someone like Darth Revan and throw in Thrawn instead, because the combination of having Isolate and Thrawn is really, really useful against Traya teams. So let's try that, because essentially you can isolate someone like GK, and then you can fracture someone like Padme, or you can isolate Padme, for example. So I'm going to place the weapon stack over on Nihilus. Wonderful. So I'm going to fracture GK over here, or what I might do, let's have a look at the turn order. Yeah, we're okay here. I'm going to just turn me to swap over to Traya, and Traya is going to isolate on Padme, decrease the cooldowns on Nihilus. The reason why, if you isolate Padme, she won't be able to give buffs to her allies, and she won't be able to heal either. So I find it to be very, very useful. Let's go ahead and place the tank tech on Thrawn, I think. Fracture on GK, and then we're free to sort of go after Anakin at our pleasure, essentially. Let's just focus exclusively on Anakin. Padme should not be too much of an issue, and I'll place that recovery tech over here on our boy Malak. Wonderful. Now we're already close to annihilate with our Nihilus already, which is great. I'm not going to use the life drain just there. Don't think it's worthwhile. Let's cleanse off some of these nasty buffs. Get a nice stun on Anakin. Wonderful. Looks like the fracture has disappeared, so I don't want to waste my Annihilate on GK, because it's a bit of a threat. It is a bit of a threat. Let's see, actually. looks like water's got a turn. So essentially I'm trying to cycle back round to get Fracture off on GK as quickly as possible. So I've swapped turns with Watt just to get the Fracture off on GK, and we know that then we can annihilate Anakin, right? Nice and easy there. After this, I think we'll go ahead and try and take out Padme. I know she's not as much of a threat right now because she can't really heal or anything like that, but I want to be able to have the freedom to move that Isolate over to GK if necessary. Let's get rid of that. Alright, let's keep that Isolate on her, decrease the cooldowns on Nihilus once again, and only Snips is really any sort of an issue right now, and she's not even that much of an issue, let's be honest. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so we could Life Drain here. That might be useful. Let's go ahead and do a Life Drain. Wonderful. And, yeah, let's just basic for now, I guess. I guess I'll throw the Sabers at GK as well. Ooh, just about surviving there. Just about surviving. Looks like we can pass the turn back over to Watt. Want to try and cycle back around turns with Thrawn again so that we can get that Fracture. Oh, that's a shame. Fracture off on GK. Now we should have Annihilate once again. So let's get rid of Padme. And things should be getting rather easy at this point. We've got the Fracture over there on GK. We've only got Snips, and we've only got GK really left to deal with as well. They shouldn't be too much of an issue. Let's just focus on Snips for now. Just keep focusing on her. Lovely. Keep on dealing damage over here. Keep on basicking. Pass the turns. Yeah, we might as well just pass the turn with Nihilus right now. Absolutely, just do a Life Drain. Hopefully we get multiple cooldown increases. Looks like we didn't, so I think we're still an extra turn away before we can get another Annihilate out. Yeah, one more turn away. And honestly, I would probably still get rid of Snips in this instance, because it looks like we can just get rid of GK with a Life Drain. Wonderful. And now it's just Snips remaining, and bop. And there we go. Clearing it without using a leader. Like I said, if you want to use a GL, go ahead, throw in someone like Cat in the leadership if you're using JMK. You could use Lord Vader here. You could probably use someone like Slacker as well. Maybe if you've got Darkside Vision Ray, go ahead and use her. So don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, you do have to use your new marquee. I've got a 5-star crosshair, so I'm taking it in at the 5-star tier, and I'll go in with like JMK over here. We'll go Galactic Republic. We'll go JMK Cat with Snips, I guess. Actually, no, Snips will be an awful person to use here. We'll take in Gas, and we'll take in GK, and then we'll take in Crosshair. I'm not going to use that search function because apparently it's bugged in my game right now. This game's full of bugs, apparently. And then we'll just go for it. So I'll focus over here. First things first, I'm just going to get rid of Anakin. So let's just yeet Anakin out. I'm sure I won't have any issues here regardless, but you might as well try and play it at least a little bit safe. Just do some damage. Do some damage. Wonderful. Do some damage. I don't even know what Crosshair does. There we go. I don't even know what Crosshair does. When I don't take a character to 7 stars and relics, I don't even learn the kits, guys, I'll be honest. That can wait until later. But that's your public service announcement. Make sure you do get your Crosshair in there. Extra episode points for free. He doesn't need to survive. You just need to win the battle. Easy, easy money. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's going to about do it for today's episode of Galactically Challenged with me, your boy Scribe. Make sure you hit that like button down below. Consider subscribing if you haven't already, and give me a comment of your favorite emoji. You know, for engagement, mounting the algo just like Xaereth does. He shows us the way. I'll see you all in the very next video. Peace out, and may the Force be with you.